Due to the Reds' alarming dip in fortunes and a tactical approach that's left Kopites utterly baffled, it seems the Dutch gaffer is on the brink of getting his P45. Fabrizio Romano has dished the latest on Arne Slot and his Anfield destiny after a unanimous call by the club's top brass. What did he say? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome. We've got some thrilling Liverpool news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Liverpool updates. Picking up from our last bulletin on Liverpool's striking woes, the spotlight now falls squarely on our record-breaking £125 million acquisition from Newcastle, Alexander Isak, whose groin niggle has left Arne Slot's Reds navigating choppy waters without their Swedish talisman. The 26-year-old was hooked at the interval during last week's Champions League triumph over Eintracht Frankfurt and sat out the stinging Premier League reverse at Brentford, with injury specialist Ben Dinnery sounding a cautionary note to the Anfield faithful. Persistent management may not suffice, and surgical intervention could yet be tabled to safeguard Isak's long-term potency and slash the risk of recurrent setbacks. Dinnery, speaking exclusively to the Echo, stressed that while the current issue remains a mere irritant, exacerbated by a fractured preseason, discussions behind the scenes at Melwood could soon turn to the scalpel, aiming to restore the clinical finisher who has mustered just one goal in 8 outings to the blistering pre-injury heights that justified his eye-watering fee. With Hugo Ekitike stepping into the breach and Crystal Palace looming in the Carabao Cup before Aston Villa's visit to Anfield, Slot's men must rally, yet the prospect of Isak reclaiming his throne in the second half of the campaign offers tantalizing hope for a side desperate to see their crown jewel sparkle. What do you reckon, Reds? Should we trust the conservative route or push for the knife to unleash Isak's full fury? Share your thoughts below. Shifting our focus to the managerial front, amid the swirling rumors and mounting pressure, Liverpool's hierarchy remains steadfast in their support for Arne Slot, dispelling any notions of panic despite the team's challenging start to the season. Renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has shed light on the internal dynamics at Anfield, revealing unanimous consensus among the club's decision-makers that Slot is the ideal leader to navigate through these turbulent times. According to Romano, the ownership and key figures at Liverpool are fully convinced that with patience, the Dutch tactician will restore the squad's form and integrate the new signings effectively. Romano emphasized the strong daily communication between Slot and the management, underscoring that there are no rifts or tensions within the club. He highlighted that the issues stem primarily from tactical adjustments and mental resilience, rather than any interpersonal conflicts between the coach, players, or board. While acknowledging the poor run of results, including 4 consecutive league defeats and defensive vulnerabilities against set pieces and long balls, Romano assured that Liverpool views this as a temporary phase. The club believes Slot's vision aligns perfectly with their long-term ambitions, and they are committed to giving him the time needed to turn things around. In related developments, a prominent football writer's outlandish proposal to end Liverpool's losing streak has been met with widespread disbelief, labeling it as one of the most ill-conceived ideas in recent memory. Meanwhile, the Reds are actively pursuing a prolific forward who has already attracted £50 million bids from rivals Manchester United and Tottenham, signaling their intent to bolster the attack. Adding to the intrigue, emerging signs suggest that a summer acquisition could be undone, with the player potentially returning to his former club, a move that would represent a rare reversal for Liverpool's typically astute transfer strategy. As the club pushes forward under Slot's guidance, these stories highlight the ongoing evolution at Anfield. What do you think, Reds fans? Will Arne Slot prove the doubters wrong and lead Liverpool back to glory? Let us know in the comments below. Building seamlessly on our previous reports about Liverpool's turbulent start under Arne Slot, the spotlight now intensifies on a glaring Achilles heel that has undermined the Reds' aspirations this season: their alarming fragility when defending set pieces. The raw frustration radiating from Arne Slot after 4 consecutive Premier League defeats was impossible to miss, yet it was his unflinching dissection following the bitter loss to Manchester United that crystallized the issue. I see teams in the Premier League that win games by set pieces and we lose games by set pieces, the Dutch head coach declared, his tone laced with a kind of blunt honesty that leaves no room for excuses. This is not mere managerial rhetoric. The statistics are merciless. In only 8 league fixtures, Liverpool have conceded 5 goals from dead ball situations, a staggering regression from last season, when they had shipped precisely none at the same point. Among the entire top flight, only West Ham United and Nottingham Forest have been more charitable in these moments, transforming a department once synonymous with Klopp-era resilience into a glaring chink that opponents are ruthlessly exploiting. With every conceded corner, free kick, or long throw-in amplifying the sense of urgency, the conversation has inevitably turned to specialist reinforcement, and one name towers above all others: Thomas Gronmark, the pioneering throw-in coach whose 5-year tenure under Jurgen Klopp from 2018 to 2023 helped redefine Liverpool's tactical identity. His origin story remains the stuff of Anfield folklore. Klopp, browsing the German outlet Bild, stumbled upon a feature detailing Gronmark's revolutionary methods and promptly brought him on board. What followed was transformative. Throw-ins evolved from perfunctory restarts into precision-engineered attacking platforms, contributing directly to a trophy haul of 7 major honors, including the club's first Premier League title in 30 years and the 6th Champions League crown. Gronmark's influence was never about spectacle. It was about relentless marginal gains, the kind that separate dynasty builders from the merely competitive. His recent interaction on X, responding to a hopeful supporter with a simple yet electrifying, always ready to help mate, has sent ripples through the fanbase, especially in the wake of Liverpool's 3-2 capitulation to Brentford, where a long throw-in sliced through the Reds' defensive shape like a hot knife through butter. As Slot seeks to impose order and reclaim control, reinstating a proven specialist could deliver the marginal gains that separate contenders from also-rans. With set-piece vulnerability threatening to define this season, the question for Liverpool's hierarchy is clear. Why hesitate? What do you think, Reds? Should the club waste no time in bringing Thomas Gronmark back to Anfield? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a true Liverpool fan, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's meet again soon to discuss the greatest club, Liverpool.
See you next time.
See you soon.